Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No. Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Monday, everybody. The Monday after Thanksgiving. How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
It was good. I went to park with my family, and it was nice. There was a lot of people. I didn't have to clean up behind anybody because it was an Airbnb, so that was nice.
I love that. Like, you can be like, bye.
I know, we all said bye.
Just throw everything in the trash. What about you, Steph?
I was in Charleston, so I've been there for a little while. Yeah, no, it was amazing. Had such a nice time. Didn't have to clean up after anyone, which I highly appreciate because I'm not a good cook and I'm not a good cleaner. So the mixture of those is great when someone else can do it for me.
I love Charleston. And Erica, you did it up.
Yeah, it's a Hotel Cobb. Yeah, we had 20 people for dinner, and we have about 15 more people left at the house. So I'll see y'all when I get home.
So a lot of leftovers.
Yeah, the leftover. Y'all
the best
throw
bit,
your
though.
leftovers away. I think this.
Oh yeah, there was like a thing going
really?
around online,
It's
like
time.
3 days, you gotta give it a rest.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I smoked a turkey. I had my wife likes ham. We had a couple people over, kind of a Friendsgiving. But at Costco, they have like these little to-go like Glad things, you know? The best, because I just packed those up, gave all the food away. Like, you guys take it. Kept a little turkey, but just one meal.
I'll say you're late. Erica's kind of been doing that for years now.
Well, we keep those.
I just found them.
Containers. Yeah.
Way to
because
ruin my moment.
I'm sorry, that was petty.
Yeah, keep your to-go containers.
You got to keep those to-go containers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm late to the game. All right, let's move on. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck spent their first Thanksgiving together as a married couple. Woohoo! Jen shared some pics of her and her family. There's Ben in the background with one of her kids, and there's Ben cuddling with her son Max on the ride home. J-Lo's social media also went dark over the weekend, only to come back with a big announcement that she's dropping a new album. She posted this video showing her from 2002 album morphing into the woman she is today. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
With the new album called This Is Me Now. In an interview with Zane Lowe, she said the time was right for new music. She looks like the same. That's
She looks
crazy.
incredible.
Oh, we have a little soundbite. Let's take a listen.
I was in so much pain for so many years, and my way of surviving was by working more and hiding that side of myself. But now, 20 years later, it does have a happy ending. It's time for me to make another record. And the reason we're here is because I want to capture this moment in time.
Aww.
How we feeling? You liking it?
I like the statement. It's like, you know, happiness can be fleeting and people are constantly searching for it. And when you're going through a lot, it's difficult to like tap into your creative side. And when I don't care who it is. I know people like to hate on J-Lo. They hate on things that they don't understand. And she is hard to understand because she's so tremendously successful. So I'm glad that she is speaking out about the times in her life that were setback seasons, talking about her comeback and saying, this is who I am today. That's very important for a lot of people to hear.
I like it.
I'm here for the love story. I just love it.
Really?
So, yeah, so when she first released the album, This Is Me Now, 2002, she just met Ben Affleck. They weren't even talking about getting engaged or anything. She was like, it was like a dedication. There's a letter in it. There's like a dedication to him saying like how in love she is with him and how special she thinks he is. And so now she's written part 2. The lyrics aren't out yet. I can't wait to see how it's come all full circle. Now they're married. And I love it because it's like the love story that like a lot of people want, isn't it? Like a love that has been gone or the one who got away and then they're back together.
Yeah, it's giving Notebook.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I am so surprised because I looked at J-Lo always, every time I see a picture, I'm like, does this woman age?
I know.
She's flawless. She has the perfect life. Oh my gosh. And then you just realize like, she's like, oh, I just didn't share, but I'm human just like you. And so it was just nice to kind of see her open up in that way. I'm sure she has in the past, but as this being like the first tribute to her new album, it's going to be interesting to see how her music translates because she's successfully made albums almost in every generation. And so if she does it again, give her credit as the GOAT.
What if she puts out a stinker?
That's what I'm worried about, but I'm praying that she doesn't because J-Lo usually.
Oh no, I don't think she will. You really?
Sometimes when you have that level of
worried.
success, not saying she's going to do this, but then you care a little bit less. You know what I mean? Like that jacket she was wearing.
No, what?
but she has something to talk about. I think that people get in trouble when they're just trying to mass produce content.
Yeah.
Because then it's like you don't have anything that's pivotal that's really resonating with people. People will resonate with this story.
All right, I'm just putting out the other side. I'm gonna move on.
J-Lo shade.
No. I wish her the best. I'm a big Ben Affleck fan too, so I wish him the best. So Pete Davidson and Emily Ratajkowski appear to be hitting it off. They were spotted sitting courtside at a New York Knicks basketball game on Sunday. And get this, they were sitting next to Ben Stiller and his wife Christine Taylor. Neither Pete or Emily have officially confirmed they are dating. But I gotta ask, is Pete the ultimate rebound guy?
Oh, you know what? I actually really don't like that. And normally I would have been, yeah, but I think he deserves a bit of credit. He's been with Ariana Grande. He's been with Kim Kardashian.
He's about to name
I'm just saying.
Kate Beckinsale.
After she broke up with John Tedson.
What? No, you know what? I think he deserves a bit of credit.
I was like,
I think he's obviously got some. All these women are super successful. Yes, they may have been broken up. They may have had other things going on, but they're super successful. They're women that know what they want. And I think, maybe he deserves a bit of credit.
All right. What if he starts dating Giselle?
oh no, come on now.
I don't think.
I'm just saying.
I mean, anything's possible. You know what? At this point, with him, anything is possible.
He has a type? No? I mean,
yeah, he definitely has a type.
Super beautiful women?
He definitely has a type.
So does he have a type?
He so has a type. If you line them all up, they all look related.
I like how we pretend like there's not a list.
There's a list.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. No. Like a list in general. Like when there are two celebrities and they go through a breakup, there is a list of eligible other celebrities, especially when you want your star to stay or rise. So yeah, I think that it makes sense that there's a top list of all these people, and while we're seeing the top list of him being on it for the men and them being on it for the women.
So you're not saying it's necessarily a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are both celebrities. I'm sure you have some understanding of what your lives are like, but there is definitely a list.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think Giselle's putting herself on that list.
I mean, if that happens, this guy needs to go on Mount Rushmore or something. I don't know. We need to do something special for Pete over there. All right, next to Taylor Swift, Adele's new Vegas show is the hottest ticket in town. That was a good joke that I just bombed. So Adele looked genuinely shocked when she posed for a selfie with the fan. The video seemed to have a filter on it. Adele kept asking, "Oh my God, what have you done to my face?" And then she posted this pic from the show showing Shania Twain in the audience. She captioned it saying, "Thank God you had a hat on. I would have self-combusted had I seen it was you." But some people online are slamming Adele's voice, saying her vocals aren't up to par like in this video singing "Love is a Game." Let's listen. All right, that didn't sound great, but is it because it's going through the phone? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the top tier Adele we're used to hearing, but the woman has been performing every day, right? I mean, she's on tour, or she's doing a residency, right? I don't think you're expected to hit every single note every time.
I think you got to hit those notes for 5 Gs.
And after she canceled shows and did all these things to these people,
you better hit that
she needs to hit every note every day like it's the first day.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. That was disrespectful. What? I'm sorry. That was crazy.
Disrespectful.
People bought tickets for $5,000. Yeah, back me up. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with her.
No, but
iPhone 8 or not, that was pitchy.
Okay, it wasn't the best we've heard Adele, right? But we all know she's one of the best singers of all time. Like she is.
I'm kidding.
Come on. And let's be honest, she did have vocal surgery a few years ago. Maybe she needs a bit of a break. Like Eric said, she's been performing all the time. Let's be honest, and there's a lot of performers out there. A lot. I'm not going to name any names.
Name names.
Well, Mariah lip syncs. I love Mariah. Britney lip syncs. One of my favorites.
Okay,
Michael Jackson lip syncs.
And Britney in the same category because Britney is a performer overall. And Mariah is the voice. And so I think that I just can't, they're both great in their own rights, but Mariah Carey's voice is absolutely exquisite.
And it's
there's
the
no
holiday
denying
season,
any of
so you
that.
can't throw stones.
There's no denying any of that. But a lot of really famous people do lip sync, and Adele is not doing that.
But she only performs on Friday and Saturday, I'm just being told.
Yeah.
You
Not even
can't.
Still, I mean,
No.
that's a lot of vocal gymnastics. I thought the bigger story was the Facetune, because what is happening?
Can we
What
get that
is
back? I didn't
happening,
really see it.
people? We need
It's a
to make
filter.
this stop. I mean, honestly, why is everybody? This is
I love that.
what is? I want to see what this other woman's face actually looks
That's what
like.
I did think that, because I did think she looks.
This is too much, y'all. It's
Well,
too
the thing
much.
is, with the filters on Instagram, they go from face to face, so I think you get a glimpse of what the people look like when there's two of them.
It's too
That's how it works.
much. Too much.
Steph, do you ever get you look like Adele when she's all done up like that? Did you ever get that? Is that a bad? I thought that's a compliment.
I think it's a huge compliment, but I don't think I look like Adele. But
Really,
I'll
you guys don't
take
see
it.
that in there? I've seen Adele perform before, and I'm like, that looks like Stephanie a little bit. Maybe because
Thanks,
you're
I'll
both
take
English.
it. I mean, I'll
don't know.
take it.
We need to do a side by side now.
Very happily. I'm a bit pale and pasted today, so maybe don't do it today, but I will do.
We'll get it going. We'll get it going. All right, before we go, guys, we do have some sad news. Actress, singer, and producer Irene Cara has passed away. On Friday, her publicist announced she had died at her Florida home, but no cause of death has been released. She was only 63 years old. Irene shot to stardom playing Coco Hernandez in the movie Fame. She also performed the hit song Fame from the film. 3 years later, she sang and co-wrote the iconic song What a Feeling from the movie Flashdance, which earned her an Oscar for Best Original Song. Sad news and very young.
And I think to be somebody from the South Bronx and to be successful in Broadway, in music, you know, in acting, I think that that's a big feat, especially, and she's so young. 63 to me is not very old at all. So the fact that we lost such a legend and people are just learning about her kind of saddens me, but I also think that her legacy will live on because she had a powerful voice and just presence.
Yeah, that's true talent to me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
When you're performing on stage like that, doing plays, I know everyone has their own opinion of what a star is, but that's a star to me. You know, in acting, you could always retake something, you could do it again. That takes true talent, and it's so young, it's a shame. Rest in peace. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Grammy winner Kenny G. He even plays a little something for us you don't want to miss. And Disney's latest movie bombs at the box office. We're talking about it next.
But when I'm done and feeling blue, I close my eyes so I can be with you.
There's going to be a lot of internet chatter. That's where the red flag goes up.
We are never going to agree on this.
It's ignorant, and for me, it was just like a damn shame.
Tell me I need to do something, I'm going to do the exact opposite.
You know why I don't call in sick? Camera hog.
I was asking Steph about South Carolina because I wanted to go there for a long time. It's actually where my great-grandmother was originally from before she moved to Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, they're close.
They're close, and they both are really beautiful. Like they both,
so
it feels like
stunning.
stepping into like back in time with the architecture
The
and the trees.
architecture is honestly outstanding. The houses there are so beautiful, and they're all like they're all different colours. And I love that they all have these gorgeous outdoor porches where like you can go and
Oh,
sit
like the
on your
wraparound that you
porch.
see in movies.
Yeah, no, and like The Notebook was filmed a lot there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. And they all, what I absolutely love, and I really want one, is they all have gas lamps outside their house with like,
Oh,
their little
wow.
flames, and they stay on all day and all night, and they look so pretty. Honestly, one of my favourite things to do is just like walk around. Although I will say this, and this is no shade to Charleston, I could not get a good cup of coffee for love nor money. I tried every coffee shop.
Coffee snob over here.
No,
Don't say that.
No, I am.
She needs a chai latte with oat milk and.
Honestly, not even getting like a bare minimum espresso. It was like so sad.
Oh wow! What made you guys pick South Carolina?
My fiance used to live there. He lived there for 12 years.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we were there. But it was so.
Got it. I thought you guys just picked a place.
No, it was so beautiful, and they've got like a lovely like little island where there's like a beach, and you can walk up and down the beach, and the weather is really nice compared to. Obviously, I love Colorado, but the weather there is really good. It was like a bit lighter, and you know, didn't have to wear like a coat and stuff.
Well, that's good. I love going places when people know their way around.
You know, I don't know this, like 100% obviously, but I know Lindsay went to Winter Park. I'm sure I've stayed where you stayed.
Oh, yes, it's one of the.
Like the houses.
Yes,
is
you
it
probably
in a
did.
loop?
Yes, you drive it next to Mary Jane.
I was like, yes.
And I didn't pick it. I was like an attendee. That's why I had such a good time.
Welcome back. Disney's new animated movie Strange World bombed at the box office. The film features the voices of Jake Gyllenhaal, Gabrielle Union, and Dennis Quaid, but only brought in $28 million globally over 5 days against a $180 million budget. Do the math. That's not great. The character Ethan is also openly gay, a first for Disney, but some in the LGBTQ community are saying Disney might use the movie's poor performance as an excuse to not put gay characters in future films. What do you guys think about that? Sometimes you just don't have a good one.
So can I say, as a mom, I saw the ads for this film and I had no idea what it was about.
I didn't
So I
either.
wasn't in a rush to take Kinsley or even suggest to Colin that we go. So it's not that I didn't go see it because there was a gay character. I'm confused about what the plot of the movie was.
I'm surprised you even saw. I haven't even seen one ad for this thing. I was like, what is
They
this?
really advertised it.
I
As
did
someone
not
who
see
has
it.
Disney Plus and other things, I've seen it advertised a lot, and even my kids were like, because any new movie doesn't even matter. They're like, can we go see that? Can we go see that? I'm like, sure. But I had no idea what it was about either, but I saw lots of ads
And
for
just
it.
called Strange, it's like, okay, you know, what am I watching?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we fully back to
Yeah.
movie attendance?
Good question.
Because I feel like we keep having these conversations about how low the numbers are at the box office, and I don't feel like we're totally back to pre-pandemic numbers. I mean, obviously there's exceptions to the rule. I think anything Marvel
or Tom
obviously,
Cruise crushed it, right?
Wakanda Forever, that was like almost like a destination. You know, people had it was appointment watching, so they knew they had to go to the theaters to watch it. If you don't have that type of support, I don't feel like the numbers have been great for really anyone.
Yeah, I think it's like very few have really hit numbers lately, right? Because of the whole pandemic. Tom Cruise, we just talked about, maybe some Marvel movies, maybe some Star Wars movies. But if you don't have those gigantic A-list celebrities, I feel like people are like, I feel like the interest of going to the movie theater has gone down, to your point.
I also think, though, that like the time of year, like over Thanksgiving, that's the wrong time.
But
because everyone's like, I think, no, but that's when like Erica's family all came, like your family all went away. Are any of you guys like, let's schedule a time to get like 20 people out to the movie theater? Like, no. You're busy, you're cooking, you're all like hanging out, catching up after not seeing each other. The last thing you're going to do is traipse 20 people out to the theater. Like, come
not 20
on.
people, but if you just have like a friend in town or a family member, it's nice.
Yeah,
I like to go to the movie theaters over the
They'll come to
holidays.
visit to talk and catch up, not to go sit in a dark room.
Sometimes
And you and I watched all the latest Netflix movies like Bad Guys and Sing 2 over and over.
Yes.
That needs to just come out just like those movies.
Exactly.
And kids will crowd around. I promise you, they all watch Sing 2 and Bad Guys again this weekend. And I'm not trying to do a promo for those, but those are kids movies that are doing really well on Netflix. And you know, they just change your subscriber fee. I don't know, because that's what I'll do more than go to the movies.
Yeah, and even if it does do bad at the box office, which it did, maybe it'll pick up some numbers as it goes to Disney Plus, and you could watch it a little more freely, for sure. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with Kenny G. He even plays us a little something. Stick around.
This year, sales of electric vehicles have soared. So for many of you, this could be your first winter driving a battery-powered car. And if you've ever tried to use your phone when it's cold out, you know batteries and freezing temperatures don't mix. One of our viewers, Martha, asked, do electric vehicles lose range, meaning the distance they can travel on a single battery charge in cold weather? So Martha, let's verify. Our sources are Consumer Reports, AAA, and 2 academic researchers who specialize in electric vehicles. Earlier this year, Consumer Reports released a study where they ran numerous EVs in different seasons, controlling for all variables but temperature. The study found that at 16 degrees Fahrenheit, the cars on average could only go about 3/4 of the distance they could travel at 65 degrees. A similar study by AAA a few years ago showed similar results. The cars back then actually performed even worse in cold weather. So we can verify, yes, electric vehicles lose range in cold weather. So why is that? The biggest reason is simply the need to keep the driver comfortable. Gas-powered cars generate heat by burning fuel, and that heat can just be pumped into the cabin. But EVs need to generate heat independently, meaning the battery now has 2 jobs in cold weather, propelling the car and heating the cabin.
Electric cars are way more efficient. Most of the energy is being used to move the car, and there's not so much excess heat that is being created. A little bit, but not much. So when we need to heat the cabin where we sit, we actually need to use more energy, and that lower the range of the car.
The good news, the loss of range shouldn't affect most drivers. On longer trips, you will need to recharge more often in cold weather, but for a daily commute, it shouldn't make much of a difference. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Welcome back. Let's talk about sax, baby. Yeah, they made me do that. You've heard his tunes, and you definitely know his name. Earlier, we spoke with Kenny G about how he celebrates the holidays, and of course, his unforgettable style. Take a look.
Dramatic entrance, nothing better for Kenny G. What's a typical Thanksgiving?
No, dramatic entrance would have been this.
Ooh.
That would have been more than that.
Oh, I love that. So, Kenny, what's a typical Thanksgiving look like at your house? Do you play music while others are eating?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh my gosh.
No, usually I go up to Seattle and go. I'm with my family. I'm from Seattle. We just have this big dinner, and it's pretty cool. But no sax playing.
I would be disappointed if I was a guest.
Totally.
Very disappointed. Yeah. Okay, so Kenny, your whole look is unmistakable, especially your hair. I love your hair, and I have to show you this picture of my plant, which my husband and I have named Kenny G. Have you seen any other funny tributes like this? And how much do you love my plant?
Thank you for staying with us.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's not bad, though. That plant actually looks pretty good. The curls are in the right spot. Yeah, why don't you put the eyes and the nose there?
Wow.
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we should. It is the Kenny G plant.
You know?
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool, actually. I think that's cool. Now, I've seen a lot of people that have the hairstyle like me. In fact, the guy on Saturday Night Live, what was his name? Kyle Mooney?
Kyle
Mooney. Yeah, he completely stole my look.
He did. He can't play that sax like you. Now, you're currently on tour with the Miracles Holiday and Hits Tour, and you recently put out your album, New Standards. You've been at this for 40 years. What's it like seeing a new generation of Kenny G fans?
Well, the funny thing is that our fans, when we were in our 20s, they were in their 20s. Now we're in our 60s, so our fans are in our 60s, so they bring their kids. Oh. And that's how it works.
Oh, that's smart. That's really smart.
I know.
It is smart.
Oh, look at there he is.
Oh, man.
Oh, Kenny G.
Do you get stage fright ever, Kenneth? Kenny?
You can call me Kenneth.
Oh,
you know, actually, you know, when it's something different, I get a little bit nervous for the first like 10 seconds, but other than that, no. So if I'm going to be playing like some New Year's Eve show that's going to be seen by like 1 billion people, there might be a little bit of a heartbeat flutter just for about a second, but after that, no.
The same feeling like coming on Daily Blast Live.
Yeah, totally. Billions of people.
Well, actually, no, I didn't get the least bit nervous.
You're so cute.
Plus, I always have my security blanket. Holding onto this, I feel very secure.
You have a good sense of humor. This was a delight. DBL Nation, catch Kenny G on the Miracles Holiday Hits Tour and get your tickets now at KennyG.com. Kenneth, thank you so much.
You are awesome.
Happy holidays.
Thanks,
Hey, I want to tell you one quick thing. This is the same sax I've had since high school, which shows that this is the only thing I could keep a long-term relationship with right here. That's it.
I love it. Kenny G.
Thank you, Kenny.
Okay, here we go.
More than a year after President Biden signed his $1 trillion infrastructure deal into law, it's making waves again on social media.
I just found something super interesting that you should probably know about.
A TikTok video with more than 100,000 likes says the bill, which allocated funding for everything from roads and bridges to high-speed internet, has a hidden provision that will impact all cars made after 2026.
Buried in Biden's infrastructure bill, it is a mandatory backdoor kill switch for your car.
Other posts claim this feature will give police and government authorities the ability to remotely shut off your car. But is that true? Let's verify. Our sources are the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, and Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Claims that the Biden administration's infrastructure bill requires remote kill switches that are accessible by police are misleading. Verify read through the text of the bill, and it doesn't include any language about a kill switch. What it does include is a provision that requires the development of technology that could prevent or limit vehicle operation if a person is drunk or otherwise impaired. But it's not a remotely operated kill switch that police can use to shut off someone's car. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says Biden's bill directs the DOT to issue a safety standard, requiring all new cars to have advanced impaired driving prevention technology installed starting in 2026. This type of technology already exists, according to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, a nonprofit that advocated for the legislation. MAD President Alex Ate told Verify, no one outside of the car, including law enforcement, will be able to stop vehicles or prevent them from starting. So while Biden's infrastructure deal requires new cars to have advanced impaired driving prevention technology in 2026, police won't have a remote access to a kill switch. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2019, more than 10,000 people died in drunk driving accidents. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says advanced drunk and impaired driving prevention technology can prevent more than 9,400 of those deaths annually. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
How do you know if your donation is going to the right place? Let's connect the dots. Giving Tuesday was created a decade ago to help encourage people to do good. Last year, 35 million people donated $2.7 billion to charities. But charity fraud takes millions of dollars a year in donations away from legitimate charities. Always double-check the websites where you're donating. Several websites like give.org are linked to the Better Business Bureau to help protect your donation. Watch out for similar-sounding names. Questionable charities often choose names that sound like the real deal. For example, Wounded Warrior Fund is very similar to the legitimate Wounded Warrior Project. And before you write that check, know the red flags of scams. Charities will never ask you to wire money or pressure you to give immediately. The best advice? Give directly to the charity of your choice and avoid giving over the phone. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Are you skeptical of headlines and what you see on social media? We are too. The Verify newsletter answers your questions, clarifies what's true and false, and even includes a daily fun fact. Go to verifythis.com/email to check it out.
All right, welcome back. We only have like 30 seconds, but our graphics department whipped up a little picture of a side-by-side with you and Adele.
Stop it.
Let's see. No, that's not a good picture. That's not it.
No. I think
you got to find a different picture.
Yeah,
guys.
no.
Okay, that's not a great one.
Definitely look like she just came off the beach.
Do we have that
and then-
video of Adele like in the Facetune thing? Doesn't it kind of look like Steph?
But that's not Adele's face.
Yeah, actually, that's Adele with a filter.
All right, that backfired big time.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll take it.
There you go.